Hello students, so in this video we will continue this chapter, that is chapter 12. Okay, so we have discussed up to eclipses. Now we will discuss the rest of the chapter. So for this video our first topic is solar eclipse. So what is solar eclipse? Sometimes the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. So sometimes what happens, moon comes in between sun and earth. It then blocks the light of the sun. So when moon comes in between sun and earth, what happens? Moon blocks the light of the sun and it casts a shadow on the earth. The people in the shadow can either not see the sun at all, or can see it only partially. So when it happens, the people on the earth can either not see the sun at all, either they will not see the sun, or can see it only partially, not fully. Okay, we call this is a solar eclipse. When this happens, we call it a solar eclipse. So if the sun is completely blocked by the moon, if the light of the sun is completely blocked by the moon, we experience a total solar eclipse. So when this happens, we experience a total solar eclipse. If it is only partially blocked, means if it is not completely blocked, we experience a partial solar eclipse. The eclipse ends when the moon continues on its orbit and moves away. And when the eclipse ends, when the moon continues on its orbit and move away. A solar eclipse lasts only for around 7 minutes. Solar eclipse lasts only for how much time? Only for 7 minutes. Never watch a solar eclipse directly, even through sunglasses. So we should not watch the solar eclipse directly, even through sunglasses. The light from the sun is very strong. During the solar eclipse, the light coming from the sun is very strong and can damage your eyes. It can also damage our eyes. So never watch the solar eclipse directly, even through your sunglasses also. So next is our lunar eclipse. So when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, when the earth is coming in between the sun and the moon, the shadow of the earth, then what happens? The shadow of the earth can fall on the moon. Shadow of the earth falls on the moon. You will not be able to see the moon. When it happens, we are not able to see the moon, or we can only see it partially, not fully. We call this a lunar eclipse. When it happens, we call it a lunar eclipse. So if the shadow of the earth covers the moon completely, if the earth covers the moon completely, then what happens? It is a total lunar eclipse. So when it covers the moon only partially, means not fully, we have a partial lunar eclipse. So turn the next page. What it is written, you can see solar eclipse excuse me, and this is a lunar eclipse. Okay, so our next topic is artificial satellites. So what is artificial? By the name itself we can understand. Artificial means which is made by humans, which is not occur naturally. So humans have been successful in placing their own satellites around the earth. Humans are very much successful in placing their satellites around the earth. These satellites are set up in rockets. So these satellites are sent up by rockets. They revolve around the earth and are used for various purposes. And these satellites are revolving around the earth and are of various purposes. They are known as artificial satellites. You can underline these lines. So there are some examples given for artificial satellite. First one is Sputnik 1. was the world's first artificial satellite. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite. It was launched means to send a missile or satellite into the air or space on 4th October 1957 by the Russians. Russians first launched the artificial satellite which was named as Sputnik 1. It orbited the Earth for 6 months. This satellite was orbiting the Earth for 6 months. Aryabhatta, you may hear this name, was India's first satellite, launched on 19th April 1975. Aryabhatta was the India's first satellite, which was launched on 19 April 1975. So, one of the most important uses of satellites. Now, satellites are of various purposes and they are very helpful also, and they are very important. Communication satellites, for example GS-18 are used to relay television and radio programs. Relay means what? To pass information or news to someone. So they are very helpful. Communication satellites are very helpful for the television and radio program purposes. They are also used for sending telephone signals to far off places. They are also used for sending telephone signals. Which satellite? Communication satellites. Another important use of artificial satellite is to study the atmospheric conditions so that accurate forecast of weather can be made. So, another important of artificial satellite is to study the conditions of the forecast or weather conditions. By the artificial satellite, we can understand or we can find the weather conditions. Weather satellites, for example, INSAT 3DR are used for these purposes. This is an example weather forecasting satellite, INSAT 3DR. Next is navigational satellite. Navigational satellites are used to pinpoint the position of any object or person on the earth. So, navigational satellites are used to find the position of any object or the person on the earth. India is developing its own navigational satellite called IRNSS with the launch of 7 satellites. Some satellites are used to photograph the earth from above and give valuable information about natural resources. Other examples, Astrosat are used to study stars and planets. You can see this is an Aryabhatta. This is an first Indian launched satellite, artificial satellite. This is a model of Sputnik 1 which was launched by Russians, and this is a rocket launch. You can see. Okay. So up to this our chapter is finished. Now you read the whole chapter, and I have given the exercise answers in the app. You collect it from the app. Okay. Thank you, students.